Welcome back to Sing Your Dad Reacts. My name is Josh. Hopefully you noticed that I posted a new video describing my Patreon page. This is a new thing that I've signed up for. I think it will really be a win-win situation for both myself and all of you that are interested in supporting the channel. I've had several of you step forward and say that you really wanted to find some way to support the channel and that you appreciated the work that I put in with the lyrics and with the subtitles and things like that. So it gives you that opportunity to do that if you're interested, but it also gives you some great benefits. So there are 3 different tiers, and you can go look at the video, one update to the video itself, and I'll probably put a new video out there, but I'm still learning some of the different options that are available through Patreon, and one of them is called Early Access, which I didn't understand fully, so I didn't offer it. But I've since I made my video, added it in to the Mezzo, the $9 plan. So now you get early access to my content. So that's another benefit that I've added in there. And when I did that, I moved the behind the scenes content benefit over to the $3 tier, the Poco tier. So now you've got 3 different benefits in the Poco tier. So you've got the patron-only updates, the shout-outs in each of my videos, and also the behind-the-scenes content. So take a look at that if you want, or if you're interested in that and you want to support the channel. Go to patreon.com/SingYourDadReacts for more information and to sign up if you are interested. So again, thank you for all of your support. You all are great, and the feedback that you give me has been very helpful, and most of it's very constructive and kind, and I really do have great viewers out there, and I appreciate that. So I'm doing another reaction here, and I'm going to pronounce her name correctly this time. It's Lara Fabian. So I've been working on that to try and pronounce it correctly. And I'm going to be reacting to her song Adagio. So what I did do before this, just to prepare for my reaction, was I watched Dimash's performance of this from the singer competition, which I have a reaction for out on my channel. Again, just to kind of refresh myself on the melody and the words and so forth. But what I am doing, which I do for each of my videos if you're new to my channel, is I'm going to be reading the lyrics here, and then I'll get right into the reaction. So the lyrics I have here, which I got from lyrictranslate.com, which is one that I've used in the past and that several of you have recommended. It says, "I don't know where to find you. I don't know how to reach you. I hear your voice in the wind. I feel you under my skin. Within my heart and my soul, I wait for you, Adagio. All of these nights without you, all of my dreams surround you. I see and I touch your face. I fall into your embrace. When the time is right, I know you'll be in my arms, Adagio. I close my eyes and I find a way, no need for me to pray. I've walked so far, I've fought so hard, nothing more to explain. I know all that remains is a piano that plays. If you know where to find me, if you know how to reach me, before this light fades away, before I run out of faith, be the only man to say that you'll hear my heart, that you'll give your life, forever you'll stay. Don't let this light fade away, don't let me run out of faith, be the only man to say that you believe, make me believe you won't let go, Adagio." So yeah, these are very profound words here. Be the only man to say that you'll hear my heart, that you'll give your life, forever you'll stay. You won't let go. All of my dreams surround you. This is a deep, abiding love that this song talks about, like a forever love. Someone that, is like a soulmate type individual that's going to always be there with you. And the lyricist is really talking about someone that's very close to their heart and very intimate to them. I hear your voice in the wind. So it's like this all-encompassing love where they feel all the good things around them are basically the person that they love, right? So that person is their world. Wow. So yeah, and that's the thing that I've really picked up on with Lara from my previous reaction, is that she feels things very deeply. And this is another indicator of that with the words and the meaning behind the song here. So I'm excited to watch this. The version that I chose to react to is the one from 11 years ago. That seems to be the one that more are reacting to out there, even though the quality is not as good as some of the others. It seems to be the one that they've chosen. So with that, I'm going to move forward here. If you haven't already, if you could please subscribe and click on the notifications to get notified of any other Lara reactions that I put out there, or any others you might be interested in, I would greatly appreciate it. So that was a stylistic choice that she chose there, to do the skin and then go to the end right away. So again, there's different types of ways that they're trying to portray the song. A prime example of this would be like Man of Constant Sorrow, right? A whole different type of a song, but they're doing it in a different way. They're closing in on the ers and some of the L's and things like that, which is very country, very kind of bluegrass and things like that with that song. And it's a stylistic thing that fits that type of song, and it brings something out specific for that particular song type. So again, that's similar to what she's doing here. And we'll see if she does something similar to that with the rest of the song. But that was just interesting to hear that. Let me go back a little bit. Her voice is just beautiful.
I hear your voice in the wind. I feel you under my skin. Within my heart and my soul, I wait for you. Adagio. All of these nights without you, all of my dreams surround you. I see and I touch your face.
She is a true performer. I can see why a lot of people compare her to Dimash, and why Dimash loves her so much, because it kind of reminds me of, I know some people are bothered when I compare one artist to another, but it's not that they're the same or anything like that. Each one is very different and unique. And Angelina Jordan is very unique in her own right. But one of the things that I've mentioned about her is that she transports into the song. And that's what I'm feeling here from Lara, is that she is there. She's singing to this person. She's singing of her love. And so she's there. And she did the same thing with the other reaction that I did. And you see she's doing things like the touch. She's actually showing the touch as she's singing about it. So these are the things that really set her apart as a performer. She's in the song. And she's helping you to feel it because of how she's feeling it so deeply. So amazing. I'm trying not to stop a ton, but she's just...
All of my dreams surround you. I see and I touch your face. I fall into your embrace. When the time is right, I know you'll be in my arms. Adagio. I close my eyes and I find a way. No need for me to pray. I've walked so far, I've fought so hard. Nothing more to explain. I know all that remains is a piano that plays.
Wow. She's really kind of creating the ebbs and flows with the way that she's phrasing each of the different parts of the song. The other thing that I noticed, so this is something that we as singers do sometimes, as performers mostly. And if you kind of, if any of you have watched my performance of Stars out on my Solar Performances playlist on the channel, when I performed it for a live audience on the stage, one of the things that the director and I discussed was at that part at the very end where it's kind of a prayer to the Lord to kind of help me to find Valjean, right? I chose a spot up above that represented my visualization of talking to, in this case, God or whatever, in that song. And if you watch, that's the spot that I'm looking at as I'm singing that particular part of the song. And so it helps really to kind of bring that personification to the song, and it makes it seem more like a conversation or pleading to someone directly, in this case, and brings that much more power to the words. And so I think there are parts in this song where I've noticed that with Lara as well, where she's looking at a specific spot. And in some cases it looked like she was kind of looking upward a little bit. I'll rewind it a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm wondering if maybe she's doing something similar to that. Let me go back and I'll show you here. Let's see. Yeah, see right there? Right there. She has a very fixed gaze. I love how the piano part comes out right there. There she is again. She's looking up. Wow, she still never breathed. That was long. Wow. Okay. This song really is showcasing like her lower voice, the lower part of her range. You can hear kind of that kind of, it's not an airy quality, but it's kind of this resonance that she has down in the lower part of her range. And now she's jumping up, and you think that she was done, but then she went up to a higher note while she was still holding it. I want to hear that again here. She has very good phrasing though. She's really feeling it. You can tell by her body energy as well. When you see a performer like this and their body is like, it almost seems like it's just full of this energy, and they're moving and they're just, doing things like that. They're just feeling it. And it's coming out in their body and in their voice, the whole thing. Nice open sound. See how she repositioned her mouth for the higher note to open it up more. Wow. She's looking up again. Wow. Do at the end there. I need to hear that again at the end. Something happened. I don't know if it was emotion that kind of hit or she did that intentionally. I need to hear that again. Wow, she is amazing. She's really feeling it. Nice resonant sound there. Right there. She had a little cry there at the very end. Yeah. She's a special performer for sure. I mean, I have a feeling with her, it's kind of like Sohyang, where the energy level and the connectedness, if that's a word, with her, in this case as a performer, when you're live, is beyond what we can feel seeing it through on a video. She's probably very, very powerful live because of the energy she brings to the song and the way she truly feels it in her core. There was the same thing happened on this song as it did in my last reaction, where at the very end of the song she still was kind of in it and she had to kind of step out of it, and once she did, then you could see like she was smiling and all that. It's again kind of like Angelina, right, where I've talked about how Angelina just kind of goes zoop and she's in it and she's singing the song and she's really like feeling it and channeling the artist and all that. Same thing with Lara. she was really feeling it, and then she had to kind of step out. Once she did, she was just totally, smiling and all that. But when she was in it, she was in it. So, phenomenal performance. I love her voice. She's got just a lot of control, and you can hear the resonance behind her voice, and I like how she, like I said, she covered some of the deeper part of her range in this one. I'd like to kind of see another song where she kind of shows some of the upper part of her range as well. I think Caruso might be one that does that, because that one does get pretty high. So maybe that'll be my next reaction. If you have others that you really love from Lara that you want to suggest for me to react to, please put those in the comments down below. And like I said, if you haven't already, if you could please subscribe. And I hope all of you are doing well, and that you have this kind of deep love in your life. I'm very fortunate on my end to have a wife. We're coming up on our 26-year anniversary, and she's definitely the love of my life. And I definitely married up. They say that, right? Meaning I married someone that's, in my opinion, lifts me up and helps me to be a better man, and through her example and how wonderful a woman that she is. So, and that's part of why this song carries the power that it does for me, because I can understand that and what she's singing about. So anyway, hope you all are well, and be kind to each other. Let's bring peace to the world around us and to the people that we interact with. And take care.